Sure, let's free ride. Let's free ride as a sailor. I was hoping that there would be those side missions in this one, right? But maybe not. So, I gotta turn up the game. Turn the game back up. Did I have it at 0 or did I have it a little less? Let's do a little less. Alright. I mean, that's it. That's the end of the game. I'm pretty much just gonna mess around in this mode for a little bit, and then probably call the stream early. I have no idea what I'm gonna be playing next. I don't know if I'm gonna go right into Mafia 2 or if I'm going to do something else. I actually thought that I would have a little bit more time with this game. Well, I mean, that's, you know, that's why I'm going out to dig around and here, I'll take this one. Try this one, or where's that nice little car that I like? This one. This Cyberpunk. I mean, I could. I don't know. I do want to play it, but I haven't actually bought it yet. I kind of want to just play Cyberpunk by myself, to be honest. I mean, I can't show giving myself a giant technological e-peen on Twitch, right? I guess I just can't, and that's what I would do. I would give myself the biggest, longest schlong, because that is not what I have in real life, because I'm making up for it. Making up for my deficiencies, my real life deficiencies in the game.
But there's gonna be another strike. Those guys can't catch
I don't know. I think if I play Cyberpunk, I'm probably just gonna play it myself. I'm not gonna play it on stream. Only because I don't know. I just kind of wanna lose myself in there. I don't want to have to worry about talking and doing stuff. I don't know. Where can I go? See, with the guy in the garage was like, "Come to me if you have any other use and blah blah blah." I really thought that he would have like missions for me, but there really isn't really anything going on here. I kind of want to go out for a nice country drive. I want to go up to the marina. Yeah, I need to be able to sense where all the robo moves. Although apparently they did give a streamer mode for the music. Although then again, like maybe I want to listen to the copyrighted music on my own, you know? So it's probably not going to be Cyberpunk. It's probably not going to be that. But I don't know what it is going to be. I'll just have to figure it out over the next week. But yeah, I have probably already cut before this for YouTube, but if I haven't, if you're still watching this on YouTube, I'm literally just going to dig around in this for a little bit and then sign off. And then that'll be the end of Mafia 1. So thanks for watching. I should probably give some thought, though. What else do I got? Could do, Doom Eternal, which I also don't have yet. But I have been meaning to play. I don't actually have it yet. I'd have to buy it. Which probably means I would be better off waiting for a sale, because you know what? I don't got a lot of money. I gotta pick and choose my games, you know? But I mean, I got tons of games I could play on stream. The hard part is just picking one. Maybe I want to play something wintry. I don't know what wintry games I have. You would be able to watch Doom? Why not? Too fast? Too bloody? Yeah, motion sick? Watching someone play Doom, really? What do you think about the first Doom or Doom 2016, which I did play through on stream? Did you get motion sick watching that? I would imagine it's the same. It's up on YouTube if you want to watch it. The first of the new Dooms, Doom 2016 as they call it. I don't actually have that game though, so I don't know if I can play that or not. I would rather get it on sale. I know it's been on sale, but I've gotten into the habit of not buying games. See, you know, a lot of people they buy games on sale because they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play that, and then they like never play it. It almost seems like a waste of money. So I've gotten into the habit of not buying a game until I know for a fact that I'm going to play it like very soon. Like I'm planning on playing it, you know? And so I haven't bought Doom Eternal yet because I wasn't sure when I was going to play it. And it's been on sale, but it's not on sale right now. I'd rather it be on sale. Yeah, I know. You know, Giant Nerd Guy, that's the thing. Some games just kind of make you sick and some don't. Like, for instance, okay. The game Descent from the 90s, right? It was one of the first, or maybe the first game where you could move 360 degrees because you were like a little spaceship, right? And it was like a shooter. It was kind of like a shooter, like a first-person shooter. But you were in a little spaceship, and thus you could you know, you could go up, you could go down, left, right, etc. It was like a full 360 degree motion, and it made a lot of people motion sick because they weren't used to that. I never got motion sick for that. I liked that game. I enjoyed playing that game. It never made me feel ill or uneasy or confused. Confused every once in a while. I might lose where I am. But it never give me a problem. But then I look at a game like Wolfenstein, the first, the Wolfenstein 3D, right? Which was not the original Wolfenstein game, but it was the first 3D game for Wolfenstein. The original Wolfenstein 3D. I passed already? I can't play that for more than like a few minutes because it just kind of makes me, I guess, motion sick, I suppose. And it's not like 360 degrees. You can't even look up or down in that game. It is only left or right and forward and back and nothing else. And yet, for some reason, it's just like I can barely play it because it just makes me kind of queasy and like headachy. And yet I can play like tons of other games. I can play Doom 2016. I can play any of the other like Doom games. I can play Duke Nukem and stuff like that. Stuff that's kind of vaguely similar, where it's like kind of 2D, but you know, but like first person kind of 3D. I can play just fine. Yet for some reason, Wolfenstein 3D, I just can't do, and I don't know why. But it doesn't give me nightmares. It's just makes me queasy. Which of these boats I can take? Can I actually take this as a boat? No. Can't even climb back up. Can I take this big boat? No, it doesn't look like it. I was kind of hoping that there'd be a boat that I could take out here. Maybe there is. Maybe there's one at the other dock over there. I thought boats were a thing in this game. Maybe they're not. Oops. There we go. I wanted to turn off the radio because it's a little bit it's gonna give me trouble later. No, I don't really see any boats that I can use. I'm thinking they're gonna be like the small boats, right? Where else? Where else can I go? Also, why is this map so like weirdly laggy? Go to the airport. Maybe I can take a plane. Do you think I can drive planes in this? I bet I can't. I bet I can't, but we'll try. I could play play Deus Ex 2. That's the only, well, it's not the only Deus Ex game I haven't played. I haven't played the mobile one, which I do technically have on Steam. I could finish out the Deus Ex series by playing Deus Ex 2. Although that might just remind me of how it's going to be years until we have a new Deus Ex game, because the studio who makes Deus Ex games has busied themselves in the last few years making that really neat new Avengers game that everybody loves and is selling like hotcakes, and is most surely not going to put them out of business if it flops. It's hard to feel too much sympathy for them, though. They chose to make that game, and they chose to make that game the way it is. They weren't forced into it. And nobody forced them to put microtransactions into it. It was their choice. And this is what we got. So I can't feel too much sympathy for the company as a whole. But I can still feel sad that it's going to significantly affect the chances of whether or not we get another Deus Ex game. Because, I mean, as troubled as the last Deus Ex game was, because it did kind of feel like they kind of cut it in half, and there were some controversies in terms of like the pre-order stuff and a few of the extras. It was still a pretty goddamn good game, and I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed where the story was going, and I kind of miss that world and wish there was more of it. I suppose Cyberpunk would give me a little bit more of that, wouldn't it? Not the same, definitely, but it's, you know, I would absolutely say Deus Ex is a Cyberpunk type of game, especially the newer ones. In that turn, you know, in that same kind of aesthetic, in that same kind of world. This game is pretty fun though. I'm just enjoying driving it around. Like, I'm not even doing anything. I'm not shooting anybody. I'm not like doing any high stakes missions. I'm literally just driving around, and I'm actually having fun with this. Just driving around in this old 30s analog of a car, and I'm just having fun. Trying to think of what else I have without looking at my list. Without looking at my Steam list. Like, there's older games that I could play too. Stuff that I haven't gotten around to, like Hollow Knight. I recently got on a sale. Recently, like a few months ago, I got on a sale. Which I've heard, you know, good things about. I could play Hollow Knight. I've been wanting to play it. I wouldn't mind playing it on stream. Am I going this way? Oh. Blimp is coming down for a landing. That's kind of cool. I don't remember seeing that before. I remember seeing a blimp. I don't remember seeing it coming down. I don't remember it being so close to the ground. It's leaving let us in. We might have to break in. They don't want us to go in. Alright, we're gonna have to find another way in. Hopefully there is one. Might be able to just jump the fence. I'm not sure though. Whoops. 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 There we go. One more. One more. One more. There we go. There we are. There is not a good way in. It's all fence. It's all fence as far as the eye can see. Seriously? Seriously, that bush? Can I get in through here? Oh, I can. Oh, maybe not. Maybe through the main building or around it.
Want to get something to eat around here?
Yeah, I get something to eat. No? You don't want to get something to eat? Are you sure, man? I'm pretty hungry. No? Nah, I can't get in. Get in through here. Nah, they're not gonna let me in. Nah, I can't. Aw. Alright, well.
Work in progress.
Where to now? We can't get into the airport, apparently. Unfortunately. Yeah, Beach Hill, that's where that mansion was, right? You know, it's such a big city, and they definitely spent a lot of time on it, but there's not really anything else to do here, is there? Kind of unfortunate. You know? Is this the train? This black line? Let's try to ride on the train. I'll ride on the train. Try to find a station. I mean, say what you will about the Grand Theft Auto games and Rockstar not making them anymore. But they were big worlds with a lot to do in them, I'll tell you that much. Like every building seemed to have a purpose. Every building in this game, like it's great. There's so many buildings. The world is nice and big and detailed. And yet there's not really much else to do here, is there? You see that shit? Right, that's me, it's my driving skills. I could play like Red Dead 2, although I don't have that either, I have to buy it. You know, Rockstar is milking their online stuff quite a lot. Way too much, but their single-player games are still pretty good. Well, yeah, after you finish all the missions, but like, that was a lot of missions to do, and there was a lot of side content too in those games, in the Grand Theft Auto games. Yeah, at least there are missions. That's what I'm saying. Like, yes, after you do all of the content, then there's no more content. That is true. but like, you've been doing all of the content. So seriously, I can't even go in here. I can't even get into the frame. Man.
So I said, come on over tomorrow night. Good night.
Why does the radio keep on coming on? RDRR. RDRR. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption. I like the first game, and I do want to play the second game at some point. And I bet that I could play it just fine at like highest settings with my computer as is, and stream it at the same time. I'd probably just use controller for that too. Maybe I'd switch to mouse for the shooting. I think mostly I'd probably use a controller on that one. See, look, it's even like circled Bertoni's place, but there's like nothing to do there, is there? Let's see if there's anything there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Ugh. That guy. Car really kicks. It's a little hard to turn sometimes, but then again, it is going very fast. Sorry. Not again. Aw. It would be another GTA style game. I mean, except in the Old West. It would be like I'm going backwards, right? Because a regular GTA game is like modern, or in the 80s, as it were. But then here is we're like going back to the 30s, and then if I go into Red Dead 2, it'd be back to the 1800s. See, look, this guy has nothing. There's nothing to do here. So why is it circled? Why is it circled on the map if there's nothing to do here? It's like, did they plan to add stuff to do here? And they just didn't get around to it? Is that what it is? Did I ever go to the cemetery? I know there was a cutscene there. We'll go to the cemetery, and then we'll go to the lighthouse, and then I think we'll stop. Anything else interesting out here? No, not really. That's the racetrack. Right. Let's go take a look at the cemetery, and then we'll take a look at the lighthouse. And then we'll go. Yeah, eventually I'll just play, I can play, what was that Far Cry game? Primal? I can play that. I don't have that. I have to get that, but I think you can get that pretty cheap nowadays. Just keep on going back in time. And then I'll play a God game. Or play, no, what is it? Spore. I'll play Spore, where it's the beginnings of life. I'll just keep on going back and back and back. Sorry. Lady does not give a shit. I haven't actually played any of the newer Far Cry games. I haven't played... I don't know if I've ever played Far Cry 1, to be honest. I don't think I've ever played any of the Far Cry games. I played all the Crysis games. Some of which were better than others. I don't think I've ever played the Far Cry games. Does that thing tell me to turn? No. I've seen them played. Oh, the entrance was back there. I've seen them. I've seen all of Far Cry 3. I've seen all of Far Cry 4. You know, on YouTube. I haven't seen any really of Far Cry 5. Or at least not much. Well, here's the cemetery. Nice looking cemetery. I feel like it should be bigger and fuller based on what I've seen of the city, but you know. We'll just mark this. We can just, it's only one road up. No, we're not gonna knock over any tombstones. We'll be respectful and just leave. It's just I don't, you know, I saw it like once in a cutscene. I've never actually been here. There's no missions that were taking me here. Cemetery is fully based on actions in the game. There'd be a lot of dead cops there. I didn't want to kill any of those cops, but the game was like, you know what? It's time to kill some cops. And if you don't kill the cops, they're gonna kill you. I like coming at these games with a little bit of look at that car. Look at that car in front of me. What is that? Oh, that's the car that I had before. That's Tommy's car. Well, you better get the fuck out of the way. You know, I try to come at things with less violence if I can, but most of the time in a lot of these games, they don't really give you the choice, do they? That was one thing I kind of disliked about when I played The Last of Us, the first one, number one, The Last of Us. Oh, look, the Titanic. But when I played The Last of Us, there were so many situations, it seemed like, where I should definitely have had the option to do things a different way than what the game wanted me to do. And I just couldn't. Like, there was just no way. The game wasn't letting me take care of things. Like, and it was such a weird thing too, because the game was like, you have to be really stealthy here, so don't like make a lot of noise. And so I want to take these guys out stealthily, but the game wouldn't let me take those guys out stealthily. The game wanted me to make noise, even though it also specifically told me, don't make noise, and don't let them know you're here. And yet that was the only way to progress. It was such a weird. I don't know. It was. That's. I didn't like that about the first one, and I bet that there's more of those situations in the second one too. I don't know if I'll play number two. I'm not. I guess I'm not that surprised that people don't like the story of the second one. But I know it's controversial, but it's not the story really that's keeping me from playing the second one. I think it's more the assumed gameplay. I just didn't like the gameplay of the first one that much. It definitely was trying to railroad you down a story, which is fine if that's what you're expecting. But it's just there were so many situations where it seemed like the way I wanted to do it and the tools that it gave me to do it that way were there, and yet the game did not actually let me do it that way. And it was just a little frustrating, especially toward the end. What else? What's that horn? I don't have a PS5, so I can't play the new Spider-Man.
Do they even see?
I'd like to get the new PS5 at some point. Mostly for all the exclusives. Stuff like the upcoming God of War, you know, and Spider-Man and others. I don't really care that much about Demon's Souls. Here's the thing. I like Dark Souls 3, I liked Bloodborne. I might like the other Dark Souls games. I haven't played them yet. what I heard about the Demon Souls remastered is that it literally is just a graphical remaster, and that the gameplay and everything in it plays the same as the original game. It's probably what most fans of the game wanted, right? But I look at that and I think, oh, I don't know if that's what I would have wanted. As a new person who has not played the game before, I feel like they could have gotten rid of some of the kludginess and clunkiness of the game, and apparently they did not. They left it fully intact. Which again, I'm sure that fans of the game much enjoyed, but at the same time, maybe new people like me might not enjoy. So I'm not too excited about the Demon Souls remaster. Apologies.
Pay attention, eh?
All right. Well, anyway, I guess this is it. This will be like a shorter episode. This will be like a shorter, like an epilogue episode on YouTube, I'm sure. But I'll stop here and take a little bit of an early night off, and I'll try to decide what I'm playing next week. Good news is we're finally back, I think, on Wednesdays. So, you know, that's good. Hopefully we'll enjoy that. Hopefully we'll play some more Dwarves on Thursdays. And then that's it. So, thanks for watching. I enjoyed this game. I will play the sequel at some point, probably. But probably not immediately. But we'll see. Anyway. Bye!